in this day and age when we literally see so many ads on clothing and how we are supposed to look, and there's this constant pressure to look stylish and better, it's very difficult to own less, not just when it comes to clothes, but also overall what we own. So today I decided to prepare a video about habits that lead to owning less, and I divided those habits into two categories: prevention habits and reduction habits. So let's get into it. So the first tip I have for you when it comes to prevention is obviously to limit exposure. Visit as little shops as possible and deleting apps that you have where you can buy something when you impulsively feel like doing so, or also limiting social media use, because obviously the more social media we consume, we are more prone to buy something because we see other people having it, or we see other people and how their life looks like, and we want to imitate that. The second habit is more like a mindset shift. I think that when I was younger and I felt very low in life, I tend to buy much more stuff because whenever I felt sad, I felt like if I'm gonna buy something, it's gonna give me this pleasure feeling and I'm gonna feel happier. But the truth is that the deepest satisfaction in life does not come from material stuff. It comes from you being secure in yourself. It comes from you resolving some kind of patterns of thinking, of behavior, taking care of your relationships, finding meaning, doing some hobbies, and then of course you need some material things. But you know, at the base, when you try to buy something just because you feel bad, it's like putting a plaster on a wound. It just won't help. There's no quick fix. And when you feel the urge to buy something just to make yourself happy because you feel low, it's very nice to name it. Why are you feeling like you should be doing this? And then finally, find a habit, a good habit that can actually be a substitution for you buying something. You can go for a walk, for a run, you can paint something, you can dance, you can cook a nutritious meal. There are many ways how you can make yourself feel better while not consuming. Nowadays, there are a lot of videos on the internet that there are, for example, beauty products, and you can see like those massive wardrobes full of different products that the women mostly bought, and they have so many kinds of everything. For what? The best way, in my opinion, is to buy one thing of one kind, you try it, does it fit you? Repurchase. Does it not fit you? Then, you know, after you are done using it, don't buy it again. Or if it even causes some kind of irritation, find someone who maybe likes it or donate it. I understand there are some things, again, in beauty, like lipsticks. Yeah, you want to have like different colors. That's very pretty. As long as it does not go to some kind of extreme, why having a lot of products of the same kind? Just use the thing that you have, and when you're done, then buy a new one. It's also better for the environment. And my last tip when it comes to prevention habit is to wait when you want to buy something that is non-essential. When you go somewhere, something catches your attention and you have this like impulse to buy it, you really like want to get it because, I don't know, with a piece of clothing it's cute, or with some decoration it's cute. Give yourself time when it's non-essential to like review if you actually really want it. Also, if it really fits you. If you are, for example, trying on clothes, are you really gonna wear it? Is it gonna be like a staple piece? Can you combine it with what you already have? Look at what you already own. Do you have something that could substitute for this, what you want to buy? And now let's get into reduction habits. And here I would like to first speak about small declutters. It's the kind of declutter where you don't tend to take items from one place to another. That's a very common thing when people start decluttering and they have multiple rooms. Then they're just like kind of shuffling the items and putting them somewhere else, and it seems like organizing, but they just don't really want to get rid of it. And I was guilty of that myself. But when you do small declutters of items that just have one spot, you know, like for example beauty products or kitchen utensils or clothing, it's only one kind of like space where you can put it, then you can do very small declutters. And it's nice to make a habit out of it, to constantly like be reviewing. Am I wearing this? Do I like it? Does it fit me? Am I using this device? Am I using this beauty product? Is it like aligned with my skin type? All those kind of things. But with doing the smaller declutterings, it does not feel as overwhelming, because a lot of times at the beginning when you want to start declutter and own less, you do like this massive decluttering and it just feels so overwhelming. And a lot of times it ends up with all the stuff being around and you're just overwhelmed and you feel like you cannot never like finish this and do it. And then a lot of times people give up. I also gave up when I did my first declutter, because I was like, yeah, I have way too much stuff. I don't know what to do with all this. Like, this is so overwhelming. I'm just gonna put everything back where it was. And when it comes to decluttering, it's also good to have something that I call maybe bag. Like, some people really say, okay, either keep it or toss it out. But for me, you know, it's my life, I have free will, I can do whatever, and it works for me. So it might work for you as well. When I declutter, I do something that I call maybe bag. And I am like sure of some items that I want to keep. Then there are some items that I'm like, yeah, not wearing that, not using that, it's out. And then I have some items that I'm like, not quite sure. I quite like it, but I didn't really wear it. I don't know why. Then I put it into a maybe bag. And then when it comes to the maybe bag, I just hide it somewhere after the decluttering. I don't remember that it's there. Then I forget that it's there. And if I don't feel the need to find it, or I remember that there's like an item and then I'm like, oh yeah, I want this item, it's in the bag, I need to fetch it. If this does not happen and the bag is just like laying somewhere and then I uncover it in the next declutter, then I'm like, oh yeah, sure, okay. Then I didn't need anything out of the bag. It's a no. If you have too many documents, which is like a separate category in decluttering, it's very nice to digitize everything, and then obviously like sorting out the digital space, that's something that I really struggle with. I can have very, very good decluttering. I can own just what I really enjoy. But when it comes to my digital space, Jesus Christ. But you can get rid of a lot of documents if you just scan them and put them into your laptop and on some kind of hard drive disk. Yeah. And when it comes to clothing, I really like to do something called outfit inventory. You take outfit for the day and then you take a photo in it, and then you see in, you know, some months what you actually wear and what you like wearing. It's also the same way, like you see that there are like some t-shirts that just keep being on the top and some t-shirts that you never use and they're constantly at the bottom and you don't even know that you have them. But that would be it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed. I really like owning less. It actually changed my life so much to a better way. And I think that there's also something between hoarder and minimalist. You just don't have to be either of them. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have some other tips, some other habits that you do, then you can definitely share them in the comment section below. And see you next one. Bye!